as many of you may know, this classic series of cartoons that was based off the novel by A.A. Milne. Long back in the just before the mid 1900s, in the 1920s, these characters like first appeared, and they've proven to be timeless. So right now we are doing a curve. I'm showing him from very popular poles. You could also Google this from his rear. So the rear end is here, and the front end, there is some little bit of foreshortening there. He's a stuffed donkey, so we'll be working along those lines, and his head is somewhere right there. So I'm doing a huge oval here, and we might change things as we go along, but right now the two hind legs, so you could just go about like that, and then put in, and you are also free to play around with the curves, because he is a stuffed toy who belongs to the character of Christopher Robin. Most recently there was a movie version of Christopher Robin also released. So as I said, a timeless set of characters and storyline. So this pin the tail on the donkey is also, it's like a gag on its own, and it really stands out as one of his main features. The tail just swings. I think sometimes it also comes off, so you have to make sure that you have the pin or the nail prominent. So we go into the front legs, and they are pretty much the same as the hind legs, just the little cloth folding over beside the feet, and then so we will now proceed to Eeyore's head, and which is of course his other main feature. When the writer A.A. Milne wrote Eeyore's character, he made it as a contrast to the other joyful and playful characters. So he's the one character that signifies being like sad, or down. So we come down to the floppy ears, and then to the frown that he always has. Sometimes it turns into a smile as well, but it's done in a very genius manner where it's only minimal and not a full-fledged smile like his friends Pooh or Piglet, or especially Tigger. But right here is also a feature that you have to get right, and that is the head of hair, which resembles the standing hair on a donkey's head, but again this is done in the stuffed donkey tradition, and it is a little floppier compared to a real animal. So you just have to imagine that you are doing this jet black hair, but also maintaining that downward feel and not sticking up. So it's exactly like you see here, and if you Google some images you will be able to see that it runs along so much onto his spine and runs down his head, just that much. And it's a simple but very effective detail. So now to round this off, we have all the lines in place. The important thing now to do is to give that Disney sketch feel. We're going to use a slightly thicker pencil to fill and outline Eeyore's details. So although the cartoons have only one tone going in them, like there are no shadows or tones, it's just a flat color. We will be because this is a pencil sketch, so just to make it stand out a little more, we will first outline everything in the traditional Disney style, and then we will put in I forgot to put in the patches there. So patchwork, as in that he's a stuffed animal, so I'm putting in those details to show that there's some stitching going on there. So now here come all the fills and tones. So if there is a light source that is directly above this character, we are going to fill in the opposite direction and put in very minimal shadows toward the bottom of the of Eeyore, and then we will just fade out as we go upward. Forgot to put in the eyebrows there. And then you could try this with just crosshatch. It'll still look good as long as you have the outlines, thick solid outlines, and you just put in like minimal crosshatch to represent the shadows. It will look as good as a tone or a fill as I'm trying to get going here. So this was, hopefully it will be a lot of fun for you to draw, and you could try them in different poses. Again, a timeless character, even entertaining and funny in his sadness. So do check it out, and please do subscribe and keep in touch. Have yourself a wonderful day.